1, 2, 3, 4. Go! Hey everyone, I'm NanoElite666, and you are watching me play the Guild Wars 2 Living Story. We are back with the next installment of the Season 1 re-release of the Battle for Lion's Arch. We're 4 parts into this already, and we haven't even done the Battle for Lion's Arch yet. Instead, we're here at Divinity's Reach at the Dead End Bar, putting together all our information on Scarlet to try and figure out what she's getting up to. Hello there, Priory Explorer. Please be careful. The Priory went to a lot of trouble to acquire these artifacts. If anything gets broken or goes missing, Gix will personally put my head on the chopping block. Who are you? I'm here to make sure everyone remembers these objects are Priory property. They're on loan to Miss Delacroix, but when her investigation is done, they're coming back with me. How did Marjorie convince the Priory to lend her the objects? We also have an interest in investigating Scarlet's activities. Plus, Miss Delacroix is a member in good standing who's given the Priory years of service. We're glad to do her this favor. Marjorie is a member of the Durmand Priory. Oh, I mentioned that like last part, or 2 parts ago, but I guess this is where we first discovered it. Whoops! I'm breaking time! Yes, she's been inactive for some time now, but she's still on the roster. In her current line of work, she and the Priory both benefit from this occasional sharing of information. Thanks! I'll make sure everyone's careful with the artifacts. Hi,
lace curtains here, linen tablecloths there, and a sign out front that says Delacroix Investigations. Or,
stop. No curtains, no tablecloths, and most of all, no sign.
But...
No.
But...
Okay, maybe curtains, but only if they're black.
I can see you're tired and cranky. We'll talk about it some other time.
Hi, Rox.
Rox, come in. Join us, please. Where's Bram?
He's dealing with that Asuran cub, his new friend.
It's nice of him to see her home.
He's a good guy, that Bram.
Yeah, he's all right.
Long time no see. You should hear what happened. My friends at the Priory delivered everything they had on Scarlet. I also called in Vorpp, the Arcane Council's point person. He's collaborating with us remotely.
We need your help sifting through the evidence. We have our own theories, but we could use another opinion.
These recordings were found near Scarlet's lab in Lornar's Pass. You should listen to them first.
What? Vorpp is working remotely? Nah, I thought he had just come down with a case of the holovirus. Anyways. Hi, Vorpp. Miss Delacroix is certainly very convincing. The Council doesn't let me holo-conference lightly. It takes a great deal of energy. This is worth the expense.
Carry on.
Marjorie has pulled in a lot of evidence for this, huh? I've been helping the Priory haul these pieces in. Do you have any thoughts about the investigation? If we were tracking her, maybe, but this is your and Marjorie's show. I'm just here to wish you luck. Alright, I'm on the case. Hi, Kaz.
Greetings.
The more I understand about how that maniac thinks, the more scared I get. We have to learn everything I can. Jory! No, not you. My scroll pile on Scarlet Briar is 3 hands high. We'll get to the bottom of this, or my name isn't Marjorie Delacroix. Agreed, or my name isn't Kira Bone Reaver. Well, let's start pushing buttons! Like this!
You've seen me through my awakening, Mender Ceramon. Thank you. But I'm awake now, so you can leave me alone. Synergetics is endlessly fascinating. It seeks to define the eternal alchemy. The other colleges work within that definition. The potential of golems interests me. Combining dynamics design with statics versatility makes just about anything possible. I like Teo. More importantly, I need to advance my theories quickly, and nobody's better at quick results than the Inquest. Today will be monumental. With OMAD's support, I shall finally see past this world and into the eternal alchemy.
Scarlet rejected the Pale Tree because she wanted independence. What if OMAD's machine cost her that?
OMAD's machine? What is OMAD's machine? We haven't heard any talk of that, unless I told you about stuff. That's the thing they had. Some slight issues with some of their writing early on in the story. It was like, Yes, and now we're talking about things that haven't actually been talked about yet. Because we think we implied that information was passed between characters, but we didn't really, so whoops.
The moles get magic, Flame gets gear, and I get the weaponry I need. Everybody wins. Especially me. Lion's Arch needs softening up first, so we infiltrate its halls of power and neuter its defenses from the inside. The theme is humanity can withstand any test. It's like they're begging me to prove them wrong. It's laughable! See? Air superiority wins wars, so build me a comparable fleet, or I'll kill you all and replace you with hollows. Once more, my esteemed snaky friend, you're doing this for obelisk shards. You want direct access to your profits, right? Then do as I say.
Scarlet deceived each of her allies into thinking they'd gain something from working for her. She'd make a great minister.
No.
Ever since I came out of Omad's machine, you've been taking credit for my ideas. They're mine, not yours. Let me be clear. I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing it for me. Nobody tells me what to do. Not ever. It's not true. None of it. I don't have to listen to you. Get out of my head!
I wonder if the voices in her head are real. What if what she saw in Omad's machine grabbed hold of her? Ironic that she rejected the pale tree to exert her independence, only to lose it to something else.
These other items are all pieces of the puzzle. Examine each one and let us know how you think it fits.
Oh, we gotta look at all these things, like this toxin sample.
I'll never forget how close we came to disaster. When I think about those spores spreading their toxins across Tyria, it boils my blood.
The Nightmare Court and Crate do make a volatile combination. Scarlet popped some horrifying alchemy there.
I still have nightmares about that tower. I doubt I'm the only one. At least Jory was able to find the antitoxin. Can we test it on this sample? Scarlet would have spread her toxins all over Tyria if we'd let her. It's a good thing we found the antidote. She allied with Crate and Nightmare Court to do so. Why would she do such a thing? It was a cover to grow that fake Crate profit. Why else? The courtiers grew the plant, and the Crate made it toxic. The combination was a poison so powerful. Or she wanted to learn Nightmare Court secrets, I'd say no, definitely not that, and it's not cover to grow that. Let's do that one.
This sample is resistant to the antitoxin we used against the Nightmare Tower poison.
Jory, we didn't stop her plan. We just showed her how to make a stronger poison that could wipe out an entire city.
Oopsie poops. Well, let's poke this thing. Component of Omad's isolation module.
Heard any good gossip? I'm partial to tales of academic intrigue.
Shut up, Vorpp. I'm trying to push this
This
thing.
is Synergetics Headmaster Omad's isolation module. A slyvari named Kiara went in. Scarlet came out. I reverse engineered an image of Kiara's aura patterns before and after. The schism is pronounced and dramatic.
Yes, I remember Professor Omad. He outsmarted me in several polymock tournaments. I'm sure he cheated. But that's besides the point. He never should have put Kiara in that cube. What can you tell me about the cube? His notes say its purpose was to shut down the mind security systems and open it, like opening a door, to welcome in the truths of the eternal alchemy. But our minds are protected for a reason. Omad must have faked the vision, and Scarlet believed it. The cube made her insane. Her vision was nothing more than her mind breaking. Or, when Scarlet looked across the open threshold, she saw things, and something looked back. Oh boy, did it.
Kiara encountered something that literally broke her mind, but the only things in there were things she brought. I surmise she was directly exposed to a part of her own psyche that had been carefully walled off, perhaps for her own protection.
Get the feeling.
We'd need to do far more extensive study of the slyvari dream before I could draw any more detailed conclusions. What I can conclude now is that she's preparing to strike. Mark my words, Scarlet's next attack is planned and ready.
I think it's a bit more than just exposed to part of her own psyche that had been walled off. Anyways, Aetherblade weapon.
Scarlet converted part of the Nightmare Court Arbor into her own personal airship factory. She also tormented the slyvari firstborn, Kate. She formed this alliance in part to develop hybrid weapons with maximum destructive potential.
That's what we're missing. That's what we're missing. We're missing the Twilight Arbor Aether Path. That's a dungeon. I heard a rumor that Scarlet has a secret on Kaith, something she's holding over Kaith's head. Have you heard of this? Something happened between them at Twilight Arbor. What was Scarlet up to there, anyway? Scarlet lured Kaith to Twilight Arbor and set a trap with Aetherblades. She was building an airship there. What do you think is happening between those two? Let's see. They know each other, but you're wrong. It wasn't a trap. Kaith raided the airship factory. Or Kaith and Scarlet both admire the Nightmare Court. That must be it. No. Scarlet just wanted to meet the famous Kaith of Destiny's Edge. No. Kaith went on a raid. Raiding party!
Now she has an arsenal of advanced weapons and an air fleet to deliver them. No city is prepared to defend against an aerial attack. Not even Lion's Arch.
Well, we better start building some air defenses, I guess. Molten Alliance drill!
Dragon Bash was supposed to be
Dragon Bash
festive.
papers.
Until Scarlet killed people with her flying pirates.
Keel did an excellent job documenting the assassination of Counselor Theo Ashford during Dragon Bash.
You should really return this case file before she notices you purloined it.
Uh-oh, Jory stealing paperwork. I still can't believe my Trin thought she could get a seat on the Captain's Council. I'm glad we met you that day. She has to be stopped. She had to be stopped. Well, now she's escaped, so she has to be stopped again. Yeah, check back in about 10 years. My Trin's Aetherblade friends just freed her from Lion Guard custody. Oh, hey, look. That's bad news. Maya's ruthless, and now she's free to get back to doing Scarlet's dirty work. Theo Ashford was involved with Scarlet and she betrayed him? No. Scarlet wanted a pawn on the Captain's Council? Maybe. Maya used Scarlet for her own political ambitions? No. Scarlet wanted a pawn.
Scarlet plotted to kill someone on the Captain's Council to make room for her puppet.
With Trin in place on the council, she could have weakened the city's defenses from the inside. That plan backfired, but Trin escaped to the mists to prepare for something.
All right, now we'll touch the Molten Alliance drill.
It's been almost a year since the Molten Alliance attacked the Shiver Peaks. Dredge and Flame Legion together. Who'd have imagined it?
The raiding
Look
team.
closely at how they combined Dredge mechanical knowledge with the Flame Legion's fire magic.
We missed the initial Molten Alliance uprising, but I heard you were there. Maybe you can explain to me what brought the Dredge and Flame Legion together. I believe it was for Magitech development. Exactly. Sonic weaponry combined with flame magic. They repurposed Dredge mining suits for use as Char battle armor. Really? I didn't remember seeing any of that. I didn't see no Char in power armor. Anyways, I think she was developing a sonic magical device other than the weapons. Or she obviously wanted a battlesuit to keep her safe. All the pieces fit. Or the Dredge were fodder, nothing more. She was after the Flame Legion magic. I wonder what happens if I pick a wrong option. I'm going to say she wanted a battlesuit to keep her safe.
I'd take another shot at that deduction, Sunshine.
Ha, you got it wrong. I think she was developing a sonic magical device other than weapons.
So Dredge sonic technology can be used for probing underground.
And Scarlet's been looking for ley lines with those probes.
She's after the ley lines underneath
Lion's
Arch.
Arch.
Dun, dun, dun. Anyways, Scarlet's journal.
I almost feel sorry for Scarlet after reading her journal. If only she didn't use Omad's machine, she might be a sane flower.
Those are the ramblings of a crazy murderer. Make no mistake, honey. She enjoys killing. She needs to be found and put down.
I wake from nightmares screaming, confused and scared. It's getting worse. I've decided to talk to a mender. I've probably just been working too hard. Dated Season of the Colossus, 1321. Every night, same tears, it never changes. The mender wasn't able to help me, and I feel like I'm losing control of myself. Season of Zephyr 1322. Nightmare starts, an entity calls to me. I run into a sea of darkness, but no matter how hard I try to escape, it keeps calling me. Season of the Phoenix 1322. I'm trying not to sleep. I'm too scared to even close my eyes. So scared. Whispers come from the forest all night long, calling me, taunting me, possessing me. Season of the Scion 1322. Tonight I saw it. I stared into the abyss, and it stared back at me. So much power. I don't know what's real and what isn't anymore. Season of the Colossus 1322. Control of my world, of myself, is slipping through my hands, and yet I'm no longer scared. Season of the Zephyr 1323. It communicated with me through the images of death, destruction, and destiny. I must know more. I must confront it and put an end to this madness. Season of the Scion 1323. Casimir, we've never seen this side of Scarlet. I have. I read all that shit in her secret cave lab hideout. She's made our lives miserable for months now. Still, if this journal is true, then I almost feel a little sorry for her. What do you suppose it all means? It's a ploy. She left this journal where we'd find it to get us to sympathize with her. Yes, definitely that. Voices, visions, violence. It's clear she's just plain crazy. Or, the appropriate option, something is driving her, something she was afraid of, but has since embraced.
Scared? What could possibly frighten someone like Scarlet?
She saw
The
something
abyss,
while hooked up to
staring
Omad's
back.
machine. Something that broke her. She's hearing voices in her head. But what are they telling her to do?
War crimes. Yeah, let's poke this energy probe.
That's a piece of one of Scarlet's probes. We theorize that this agitated the jungle worms.
This is a piece from one of Scarlet's probes. Best we can deduce, they're searching for something. Of course, they also woke a three-headed worm and drove it to the surface. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess. You think a probe caused that? Unequivocally, my colleagues believe it was the magisonic dissonance that probes emit that disturbed the worm. You have a theory for what she was looking for with the probe? Sure, I'm betting it's an artifact, probably a Sylvari-related one. No. The probes are just bombs she put out to scare us. Pfft, no. The probes are magical and spread out. She's closing in on a location.
That's a puzzler.
Didn't we already say ley lines? Anyway, steam creature wreckage.
If you examine the steam creature closely, you can identify similarities to Scarlet's clockwork machines in its design.
It's like she's modified the Watch Knights with the same engineering.
These steam creatures have been around for a while, and we've pondered their origins with no success. Yeah, we should play one of the Asura personal story paths for that. Until I think they tried to retcon it with Scarlet, but I don't know what the status on that is anymore. Now it seems we have our first clue. They share many of the qualities of Scarlet's designs. Scarlet was able to seize control of Queen Jenna's Watch Knights and twist them into similarly threatening minions. Are you suggesting that the human queen... What exactly are you suggesting? Oh, well, that the queen tried to hired Scarlet to make her Watch Knights, obviously. Duh! Or that the queen modeled her Watch Knights on the steam creatures. Duh! Or that Scarlet was attracted to the quality of the Watch Knight design. Those both sound viable.
How exactly did you arrive at that
Nope.
conclusion? Try again.
Wrong one, dummy! I am bad at detectiving. The queen modeled her Watch Knights on the steam creatures.
The Watch Knights and the Steam creatures use common parts. That would explain how Scarlet gained control of the Watch Knights. Their obedience makes them perfect infantry units for assaulting a fortified location.
Boy, does it. Anyways, let's poke this cooling rod.
Priory teams recovered this cooling rod from the Thaumanova reactor disaster. It's steeped in dragon magic.
You saw it, right? The Thaumanova reactor? What a terrible disaster. Ellen Keel's investigation uncovered Scarlet's involvement as a special consultant to the inquest. Oh yeah, there was the whole Thaumanova fractal came out amidst all this mess. What are Keel's conclusions? She believes Scarlet blew the place up to sow terror. One sleuth to another. That's too easy. If we theorize that all Scarlet's moves have been connected, she must have been after something. I agree. But why? What else has Scarlet said? Mostly crazy prattle. Now that's interesting. Keel's report says Scarlet called the energy floating into the reactor dragon energy. She also talked about the ley lines that crisscross Tyria. It all tracks back to the ley lines. We know she's been actively researching them. Or, I'm inclined to agree with Keel. Scarlet's crazy. She doesn't need a reason to blow people up. Or, I'm suspicious of the Inquest connection. I bet they're behind all of this. No, it's ley lines.
Scarlet and the Inquest turned a risky research experiment into a time bomb so they could study how it ticked. They also discovered new info about ley lines. If Scarlet is using that info to plan her next major attack, it's coming soon.
And now let's poke the watchwork fragments.
It's so like Scarlet to ruin someone's big day. Poor Queen Jenna. Celebrating 10 years of rule only to have it marred by killer automatons. Is that Watch Night piece safe, Marjorie? I hate having any of Scarlet's machines in the bar.
Don't fret, Angel. Ever since Queen's Jubilee, it's been quiet as a corpse.
Have you seen the corpses for that Zaitan? No, well, this is post Zaitan. Have you seen the corpses that Zaitan was messing with? They're not quiet. They run around and shout things like "Death, good," and then try and kill you. Quiet as a corpse doesn't work in a setting with magic and necromancy and undead, especially when the undead make noise. Like, "Death, good!" And then they try and kill you. Them corpses ain't quiet. First time you saw Scarlet, she was attacking my city and my queen. Casualties were heavy, mostly civilian. The Seraph chalked it up to a random act of violence. Little did they know, it was all part of her plan. So it seems we now know she'd been moving behind the scenes for some time, but she chose that moment to show herself. Why? Jealousy, duh. She has a grudge against Queen Jenna and wanted her to suffer. I agree with the Seraph. She chose Divinity's reach at random. No, she did it to get the Watch Knights. Controlling them required her personal touch.
I think our friend is onto something.
Damn right I'm onto something.
Bad. The clockwork horrors from the Jubilee must have been Scarlet's second draft. Scarlet got crafty. Instead of pairing up two splinter factions, she stole an entire fighting force, and then she upped the ante with that giant marionette.
You don't need that kind of firepower unless you're going to attack something really big.
Let's review the evidence. Kiara entered Omad's device, saw something terrifying, and emerged as Scarlet Briar. She came out insane, but there's a method to her madness. We know from Thaumanova that she's researching magical energy and ley lines. She's used Molten Alliance Magitech to locate ley lines. We know that there are ley lines in Lion's Arch, among other places. She's built her own personal army. Crate and Nightmare Court, Pirates and Inquest, Dredge and Flame Legion, and most of all, her clockwork horrors. She tricked her subordinates into doing her bidding with promises of power, resources, or other gains. She modified her poison to be resistant to our antitoxin. She could use it against an army or a city. My Trin is preparing the Aether Blades in the Mists for a big attack. There's a Mists portal in Lion's Arch.
Jory, Lion's Arch is her target. We have to warn Ellen.
I'll warn her. I'll let you know when I hear back. Make your preparations. Everything has been building toward a single, devastating attack. May the gods show us mercy.
Thought your gods fucked off and left this place.
Next.
Ain't gonna be no mercy showing. I connected the pieces.
So how did you two meet?
About 6 months ago, I was just minding my own business and...
She posted a help wanted sign, and I was looking for someone to help.
So you met only 6 months ago. It seems like you've been together longer.
I'd noticed her before that. Around the city.
You had? You never told me that.
So, you're a mated pair?
We're currently in negotiations.
Come here, Frostbite.
What about you, Rox? Anyone special in your life?
No. There was once, but he was killed.
I'm sorry. Was he in your old warband? Bram said you were a gladium.
Ram talks too much.
Don't be mad. We're your friends.
Yeah, what are friends for? If not for sticking our noses in each other's business.
Hey, I got talkie bits. Rocks!
Hi there.
What's up? You should rest a while before you head out. Eat, drink, recharge. Good call. Say, I wanted to ask, how did your mate die? In a mine cave-in with the rest of my warband. His name was Nonus Pickflea. Nonus Pickaxe. Pickflea was his nickname. We teased him. We'd been best friends since the Farrar. I'm so sorry. We were the Pick Warband, best miners in the region. We could turn out more ore in a day than any other warband. Was it hard for you, left alone like that? They were my family. I still miss them, every last one. I understand. Nothing from Kas or Jory, unless they've got other bits.
Greetings.
Oh dear, you've got it all figured out, don't you? And it's going to be bad. Isn't it? Do I want to know what Scarlet's truly capable of? It's bad. She's coming after Lion's Arch. What? Why? What do you think is going to happen? She's gathered a powerful army. She'll attack someplace well defended. I see. What are we going to do? We're going to stop her. Jory! The evidence is in. The verdict inescapable. What are you thinking? I'm thinking we'd better get ready. I can tell by the look on your face that you think this is serious. So do I. Where? That's the question. Where will she hit next? Lion's Arch. I'm convinced that will be our next target. Didn't we just discuss this? Vorpp! Well, that's it. That's that. I'll inform the Arcane Council of your findings. Something tells me they'll take a see-what-happens approach. Better warn Lion's Arch, too. Frostbite, I need your opinion on this matter. Frostbite has nothing to say.
Heard any good gossip?
No gossip.
Academic intrigue.
Okay. Anyways, we're done in here, ladies and gentlemen. And it's like time to wrap it up for this part, because this is a great place to do it. So, once again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you've been enjoying. As always, if you have any suggestions or recommendations for games that you think I should play that might make for a good series like this at some point in the future, or if you just wish to give me a shout, give me some feedback, let me know how I'm doing. Am I doing good? Am I doing bad? If I'm doing bad, what can I do to go from doing bad to doing good? Or if you just wish to inform me that I'm a terrible person because I spent this entire episode just poking things and reading things and doing detective work, and we didn't kill anything except maybe your attention span. You may inform me of such in the comment box below. PC, PS4, PS5, and Switch for recording suggestions, as that is all that I can currently record on right now. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, then please subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be kept up to date whenever I post up new videos, and then you won't ever have to miss out on any of the shenanigans that go down in this my little corner of the internet. Also, if you know of anyone else who might enjoy watching this sort of thing, please share this video or one of my other videos with them. Well, that turtle is just like... That turtle was hauling ashes, go meow, and then it disappeared, and there's two tiny Asura there. What was I doing? What was I saying? Ah, yeah, share with your friends so they might come by and be amused by shenanigans that go down in corner of internet. Sorry, I was distracted by a turtle like power sliding through the street. Also, you should follow me on Twitter at NanoElite666, as I will be using that to make news updates and announcements and such regarding the channel whenever the need should arise in the future. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have been enjoying. I am NanoElite666, and I will see you all next time. Or I think we're finally going to get to the thing that happens in the name of this whole episode, the battle for Lion's Arch. I think we're finally getting to it.
Did you get that delivery?
Not that I'm complaining. We got to do the watch night, or the marionette.
That's why he's in business.
I wasn't expecting that.
You like it?
I just didn't think we'd be, you know, it would take us 5 videos into this bit to get to the big event that the episode is supposed to be focused around. Whatever. I'll see you next time.